Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Zach with Moneypit RC. Today's video, we're just gonna do a little shop update. We'll go over a couple builds that I'm working on. We have a couple fun projects that I'm working on also. Some speed running, we're gonna do some crawling. We got a couple maintenance vehicles to work on. Surprisingly, none are actually broken at this point, but let's get into it. All right, let's start with this one. So this was a UIRC 1604. It was the brushless one. It was really fun, actually. So what we did is we upgraded the servo to an Emax servo. We put a bigger brushless system in it. This is actually out of a Hosen. I don't know. It can handle 3S. So I took the ESC and motor out of it. Had to cut up a little bit of the little cover, but that's okay to fit the bigger pinion gear. Did oil-filled aluminum shocks. Had to customize the bottom a little bit, but that's okay. It still is running the plastic diffs in front and rear, so we're probably going to explode those, and then we'll just upgrade to the metal ones. But at this point, I want to try to get this thing, I think the world record is like 65 miles an hour. For the UIRC 1604. So if not, I'm just gonna go bigger with the brushless system. Probably put a 540 brushless motor in there. So that's kind of how it looks right now. We're gonna probably have to add some aero and all that, but at this point in time, we're just gonna see what this thing can do. Like I said, it's still got plastic spur gear in there and all that. So we're just gonna give it one good rip and see if it explodes and see what the speeds are. So my AX24 is currently missing a motor. It's got the Fury Tech Stinger brushless system in that. I had to actually take the motor out of that and put it in this build. So I am currently waiting on a motor. It's on order. So I literally just gotta put the motor in that, and then that's all back. But I'm not too fond of this. So this one might actually be for sale. It's got a lot of upgrades on it. So keep an eye out for that one. I'll do a video on that later. Got a whole bunch of brass for the Gladiator V2 build, which we'll just get this down and show this quick. So we're gonna call this build the Brass Monkey. I don't know why, but I like it. So we did the brass extensions in there. Got the diff covers in the front. We did the diff covers, all that brass. Did the shocks, all that. So this one's currently still running a Little Guy Racing 50 turn motor, stock ESC. Everything else is pretty much done. So on this one, I might do the Spectrum brushless system. I heard a lot of good things about them. So like I said, I don't want to build them all the same. So that's why I want to try to do each of them kind of different. So that's why we're going to do a lot of weight down low on this one. And then just see how it performs. And then I also want to do a full build breakdown once I finish this one. So this one is my pride and joy. This was the original Gladiator build. First ever SCX24 that I had, but nothing's on it axial anymore. It's currently running the all new Little Guy Racing comp frame, and it's running their chassis kit with the X Factor body. Fury Tech brushless system, you know, all the drill, reef servo. This one, I'm gonna do a full build breakdown on it. I know I already did a build breakdown on it, but not with all the little guy stuff. So we're gonna do a build breakdown on that. It just looks so good. Also, I am testing out the new RC all-wheel drive CVD axles, which amazing quality, been awesome. So keep an eye on that. I do want to do a video on that. So we did recently get a new UIRC Aero 5 brushless boat. Let me know if you wanted to see a video on that. I'm not too fond of making boat videos, but I do enjoy driving them. It's not going to be like a full review, Probably just me driving the boat and then driving the other boats, but just let me know if you want to see something on that. This is like a, I don't know, Chinese brand. We are doing a 540 brushless motor in this thing. It was a smaller brushless system, so I had this laying around, so we're gonna put that in it and see what it can do. I think it all does have metal diffs and drivetrain, so it should be okay. So we're just gonna put that in it and just see what it can do. This is the car that I stole the ESC motor out for, the UIRC 1604. This thing was really fast on 3S, so hopefully it'll be fine for that speed run. If not, like I said, I'll just go bigger. Not a problem. I still do have to get the big rock out on the speed tests since I did the Hobbywing Max 8 combo in that, and I did a whole bunch of, hold on, let me just show you. So we did the Hobbywing Max 8 motor ESC combo. I did do a whole bunch of RC all-wheel drive shafts, shocks. There is a slipper eliminator inside of here with the aluminum motor mount plate. Did have to do all custom turnbuckles and all that, since I did do the Arma Typhoon arms with the 17 mil hexes. So this thing should go pretty quick once I actually take it out for a speed test. I just think it looks so cool with the Vortex wing. It's got a good look to it. It is really fun to drive. So I gotta get a GPS on this, see how fast that one can go. The Basecamp, I'm still running the Printed Addictions 3D printed inserts in the tires, which are phenomenal. If you haven't checked out the video, check it out. I don't know what to do with the Basecamp. I don't know if I should do a Hobbywing brushless motor ESC in that or not. Made a custom rock bouncer, all custom links and all that. Still don't know what to do with that. That's up in a Hobbywing 1080 G2 ESC in that. So that's definitely a fun little thing. Granite, I don't really play with that much. Vortex, that's the wife's car, not allowed to touch that. Bahare, I think I'm having servo issues, so that might need a new steering servo. Other than that, everything else is pretty much good. I don't think anything else is having problems. This is probably the funnest car that I've had in a while. It's just quick, it's fun, it's awesome. If you haven't checked out the video, I did make a video on that. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you check that out. We still have the Scale Bronco TRX4 build. We have the Crawler TRX4 Defender, like a more performance-wise build. I do want to do SCX24 axle swap on the FMS LC80. That would be cool. And then I see a couple people start building these up, which I might do something with that, but I don't really use that a lot because, I don't know, it's nothing really catches my attention. Then the old monster truck build. I call this the RC all-wheel drive monster truck build because they sent me a lot of parts to use, and that's what I did. I did the old big, I think it's the 180 turn, yeah, 180 brushed motor, 51 turn. I got the RC all-wheel drive, sides, shocks, links, drive shafts. So it's definitely fun. It's definitely just something different the way I mounted the ESC and the motor on the trays. Magnet body. It's definitely a good looking thing. It's definitely just something fun to play around with. We also have to get out and make a video on that It's the Cub Scout S2, I think. I flew it a couple times. Not the best pilot, but it's still in one piece. So that's saying something. So you'll have to let me know if you like this type of video. I just wanted to get a video out there just to show a little update of what I've been working on. So get that notification button on, like and subscribe, because we're about to put a whole bunch of content out on all these builds. So I'll catch you on the next one.